Today is January 20th, 2017. The following footage shows the WhatsApp follow-up with the owner of Hemi, and these are the videos and replies from her regarding Hemi post-op. Operation was done on December 31st, 2016, the last day of the year and the last case. As you can see, she's quite happy with the results, the outcome, and send an image here to show me the stump of the leg fully healed, and also another video. And lastly, she thanked me for the operation. She's a young lady in her 30s and a very busy one. So WhatsApp is the best way to follow up a case. And actually you can see the video. This is 10 days post-op, but I couldn't see the leg, the left hind, or the stump from this angle. So I asked her to send me another one. And so she did, but there will be another few days later. A few days later, she sent me an image showing the stump is okay, and another video of Hemi, a very short one, which I can see his left hind stump. It's okay, it looks good. That is the end of the follow-up. The outcome is excellent and the owner is happy. Today, 31st December 2016, okay. How old is it? Male or female?
2 years old.
Let's take a weight quick. Put here first, see the weight. It looks like 50 grams.
Yeah, I can see the leg is like
40 grams. Okay, if you can hold the hamster, let me see the leg. No, let her hold. In case it bite you. Just a upside down or what. No. It bite you or not?
No, it doesn't bite.
How long has this been going on?
Huh?
How long has it been going on? Let go first.
A couple of weeks.
It bites or it doesn't bite, yeah?
No, it doesn't bite.
Yeah, it's a big growth, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought there would be some hope, no hope really. No hope of so amputation is only, yeah. How it comes about? It started with an abscess, is it?
Yeah, it was just like a bump.
On top?
Yeah, it was just a bump on top.
Then it spread?
Yeah.
He's still eating and drinking?
Yeah, he's still eating and drinking.
40 grams. 40 grams. Okay, you can put it back there. Then December 31, 2016. This is the last case of the year for hamsters. Okay, it's a surprise. How old was it? This hamster came in with this growth, leg growth. I think it probably started as a small subcutaneous tumour, which the owner left it for some time. So now the solution is what? What solution?
Amputation.
Yeah, that's what the other vet says. Come, just show a bit too. Yeah, so we'll do electrosurgery to cut, and then so see whether we can shift the hair. Can't, right? Okay, December 31st, 2016. This is the last case of the year. The hamster with the leg tumour. The other vet was busy, so they couldn't do it today, so we sent to here. So the owner Googled and found Toa Payoh vets, so we sent to Toa Payoh vets. So we'll do it now. It's already 1:50 PM. We close at 3:30 as well. This oxygen generator. Okay, let's put it in. And 5% gas, put it in. And prepare electrosurgical equipment, and we put it in first, then already put it closer, don't put it far away in case. Okay, so it's anesthesia first, 5%. Isoflurane gas plus oxygen flow. Oxygen flow a bit higher at 3. At 3. Okay, ready? Down. Let's sit down. So the hamster is down. So we have examination. Now I'll put it underneath here. The contact is here. You can come this side. Keep this. Keep this. Okay, normally only a few seconds only, so there's not much time to waste. Okay. Check the cutting. Okay, ready? Okay, put some gas. You need gas. This one cannot cut. You need to split it like this. Let's switch off first. Press the body again. Okay, so now I have to turn over this side. Over this side, okay. Okay, can you come this side? So okay, so I just use the scissors to cut as short as possible. Okay, and then cauterize. I change the coagulation. Coagulate this stump. Okay, finish. That's it. Okay, electrosurgery in any animal. First of all, you need to have a cloth. Now, this cloth is to insulate the surgeon from being given an electric shock. Because normally, when you put your hand down, the current will go to through your body, you see. So you have a cloth, you put the hand down, it doesn't happen. So this is the return pad. The electricity, the electricity goes to the hamster's body, and then it goes through, and then it returns back from the electricity from the electrode. Okay, this is the electrode. So when you activate, so electricity goes through here to the body, and then it returns back. This is the saline to return back to the mains. Now, what happens is if you don't have this tower, then when you do this, when you incise, and then your hand, if your hand is onto the metallic table, then electricity will go through your hand and give you a shock, and it's no good for you as well as for the hamster. So that's why it's always have a cloth here. Now I excise the leg tumor and see that it is actually a very big tumor, about 50 times bigger than the normal paw. This is the paw. This is the paw of the hamster. So I will switch to the cut, because there was coagulation. I switch to the cut. Now, so if your hand is on this tower, it's okay because it doesn't conduct electricity to shock you. Okay, so now we just cut the tumor to see what is it. Of course, there's no need to send to the lab because financial reasons you don't send to the lab. Yeah, it's most likely a tumor, a cancerous tumor, which the other vet has said it. Now we see that normally we should measure it, not only for scientific for recording purpose, it is about 1 centimeter, about 1 centimeter times 1 centimeter. So amputation should be always a bit higher, because in case the tumor cells are at the hock. So I don't amputate at the hock. Anyway, the hock is involved, so I amputate at the what you call it, tibia, mid tibia, and then after that I cauterize the ends instead of stitching, because it's too small to stitch up. So there's no point in looking for a stitch up, unlike in the dog or cat where you can stitch up. Now, in theory, of course, you should amputate higher. The higher the better, because the stump will keep on being traumatized. But in this hamster, I think this mid tibia area should be okay. Now the hamster is waken up, as you can see. It's waken up. We just check for any bleeding. As you can see, the stump is a bit, it's quite high up. There is no bleeding, no bleeding, and but there's some bleeding. So it's a minor bleeding, which we can use potassium permanganate to stop the bleeding. Now, in theory, you should stitch up here, so which I'm going to do soon, to stitch up the wound. Okay, so I will give some more stitches are placed on the stump. Now I just clean up. You can't see clearly because where is it now? The wound. Okay, so the 60 stitches. Then I will just, there you can see, I will cut off now. Cut off the stitches. Okay. Scissors. Ready? Which part? This part here. Let me just. Here? And here. Okay, put him back inside this one first and see how is it. Any more bleeding? So that should stop the bleeding. And we still have to check the wound. We check the wound. So we try to clean up all the blood so that you can see exactly where is the stitch area. You can see now below a bit. Just cup it, sort of like cup it like that, cup like that. Then you can see any more bleeding, because the owner wants to bring it back today. That's the thing. Anything, put on the table so I can focus again. And you can see the stitches quite fine. Now I take out this is the belly, the dirt. Belly dirt, so I will take it out. Yeah. But anyway, let's look at the wound first. Is it close up? If it's close up, there should be no bleeding stump. Is it close up? Where's your swab? The swab again. Is this one? Swab until make sure that there is no bleeding point. I mean, from the muscles actually. Those were the thigh muscles. So not the thigh muscle, the muscles of the lower leg, the teeth. So okay, so turn facing the standard facing, correct? Facing there, and then stretch out the body, and then we check where's the wound. You see it? The wound is about just point for me. The wound is about 4 millimeter, correct? 4 millimeter. Is it 4 millimeter? Is it bleeding? Is it all closed? Does it need another stitch?
No.
No. Define the wound from where to where?
It's 4 millimeters from here to here.
Okay, start from there. Okay,
there's one stitch here and there's another stitch over here.
So is it more than 4 millimeter?
4 millimeters though.
Huh?
4 millimeters.
Okay, so there's no bleeding. Put it back, and then
I don't have to cut the dirt.
take out the dirt from the sense gland. There's a sense gland. Wait, let me see. Okay, correct. They call it the sense gland. I thought it was the navel actually. Yeah, umbilical cord area. Yeah. So this is the last surgery of 2016 with Sabrina around. Normally it's a very unusual case. Unusual case. So never ignore a big tumor until it is too big that you require amputation of the leg. They want to clean up. The important thing is the bleeding. Any more bleeding point? You need another swab. Another swab here. Before you use the swab, you just put the hamster in first. No. Put inside so they won't fall off the table. Then we prepare the swab again. This hamster actually quite well, quite good condition. Not those skinny type. Definitely no bleeding, right? Because we don't want to. Of course, it won't bleed to death.
No more.
Sometimes they'll bite off the stitch themselves. Can you see the wound actually?
Yep, it's here. The wound is here. 4 millimeter wound.
No bleeding?
No.
Okay, so we put it back into the cage and then let it rest and it goes home already. That's it. Switch off the oxygen generator station. You can see we stitch up 2 stitches around the stump. It's a mid tibia cut. The bone has been cut, the mid tibia, and electrosurgery and electrocoagulation been done. And you can see the paw. The paw is so large, the paw tumor. This paw compared to this paw, this is a normal paw. This is really the big one. And I show the stump here there. So the stump is here. It was cut here. It was cut, and then under anesthetic. Okay, can we go back to the cage, and then it goes home already. So we switch off the electrosurgical, the cut, and also coagulate. Coagulate is for the bleeding. We can keep already, and you cannot cut the bone, so we use the scissors to cut the bone, mid tibia, with more skin, so that you can cover the stump and suture with 60 sutures, very fine suture. About 2:30, the hamster has been operated about half an hour ago. And as you can see, it's quite lively. There's no bleeding. Now, the surgery is done this way. First of all, under gas anesthesia, isoflurane gas plus oxygen. Then when the hamster is anesthetized, then I will use electricity to excise higher up a bit on the tumor, so exposing the bone. As you can see, the bone, one third of the lower tibia bone. Now this bone is cannot be electro excised, so I use scissors to cut it. You can see the stump. So this stump is taken out. Then on the upper tibia, shorten it so that there is space. There is a space for the skin. As you can see, shorten the tibia so the skin can be closed up using 60 absorbable sutures, 2 stitches, and close up so that there is no bleeding and infection. And this is the result. You can see the hamster is quite fully recovered from. Now the other vet clinic has given Betril plus Milosocam, so I don't have to prescribe it. And I can see here, it's a very nice hamster, 41 grams. You can see basically that the stump is there, and the leg, you can see the leg there, the stump, the left knee, you can see. Other than that, there's no bleeding. The stitches are there holding, and it goes home now. 31st December 2016, about 3 p.m. So basically the surgery is the same as in the dog. amputation of the tibia, probably mid tibia or at the knee. There will be a lot of bleeding. So don't leave a long stump, otherwise there will be a traumatic injury if you have a long stump. If a short stump, as in this case, it doesn't touch the floor, you see? So that should be okay for the hamster. Toa Payoh Vets, December 31st, 2016, last case of the year for Dr. Singh.